yourselves into when you choose to call individuals your producer. You need to know what you're getting yourself into when you choose to call that individual that stays down the street, or that individual that's on the other side of the planet, that individual that you're entrusting with your musical needs and capability of him. When you're choosing to call somebody your producer, you need to make sure that the person that you're entrusting that title, that very, very important, responsible title to, you need to make sure that you're choosing the right person. All right? Last week, I told you guys that what we were going to do is talk about how to work with a producer, period. But upon further investigation, I realized that that may not be the best bet, because I can show you how to work with a producer, but what if the producer doesn't even know that they're a producer themselves? All right? So press, not even press one. Tell me what you think a producer is. Much love to everybody coming in, man. Much love to you guys. Cartier Debonair, what's good with you? Kids, cheers, said King Lakim. I'm no king, bro. I'm no king. I'm very ungrateful, man. I'm very ungrateful. I'm just doing what I do, you know. But tell me what you think a producer is. Make sure you share this video if you just came in. What do you think? What is a producer to you? And based off of your answer, and tell me if you're satisfied with what you've been receiving from producers lately. You know what I mean? Tell me if you're satisfied with what you've been receiving from the producers that you're dealing with lately. You know what I mean? Tell me what a producer is, and tell me if you're satisfied with what you've been receiving from these producers that you've been dealing with. I know a lot of you guys deal with cats offline. A lot of you guys deal with cats in your city, in your area. Peace and blessings, brother, man. Cartier, appreciate it, man. Much love, much love. That's all we're trying to do is spread the love, man. Spread the love, and most importantly, spread the knowledge. You know what I mean? We got to spread the knowledge. It's too much knowledge out here for the artists to be struggling like this, bro. Too much knowledge for the artists to be struggling like this. You know what I mean? So we got to break it down. It must be a hold up in the pipeline somewhere, and I can only attribute it to the fact that you artists are working with producers who don't have your best interests at heart, and you're working with people who may be taking your money, may not be providing you with any other value than a beat. And first of all, the issue for most of you guys, you don't even know how to properly record yourself. So you out here buying beats, out here supporting another person's dream, but you're not getting supported the right way properly yourself. We need to solve this. I need you to understand how to properly work with a producer and how to properly choose your producer as well. You know what I mean? So this is a big issue. This is one of the most important live chats that you will ever watch. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody on YouTube, man. I'm trying to get on, feeling what you're saying. Jamal, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you for coming through. You do a great job. Christopher Paul Reynolds, appreciate that, man. Much love, much love. Hood Rich Moe, what's good with you? Somebody tell me what you think a producer is. You know what I mean? You guys got to interact with me. You got to interact. You got to tell me exactly what you're thinking. Tell me what a producer is to you, and tell me if you're satisfied with your current producer. I'll repeat the intro. Let me repeat the intro. You don't understand. Your producer might be trash and not know it. Your producer may be trash and you don't know it. And your producer may not be an ideal producer. You know what I mean? Very serious topics, very serious situation. You know what I mean? Very serious situation. If you're working with a producer, you want to make sure that there's an equal gain on each side. You know what I mean? And forgive me for sounding blunt. I don't want you to believe that every producer is supposed to know what they're doing right out the gate. Some of these guys are just starting. They really have to build, and they have to come into themselves first before they can help you out, which in that case is understandable. But there's a lot of these guys been doing this long enough to realize that this just cannot be a one-sided thing. You just can't be taking the artist's money without providing them with something, you know what I mean? Other than the beat, you know what I mean? I've sold so many beats over my career. I've sold so many beats, and I got tired of the fact that nobody was doing anything with them. No artist was doing anything with them. So what I started to do was provide services like these live chats, free information, free game for you to put the music that you make out so you can get something back. You feel what I'm saying? You got to make sure that your producer has your best interests at heart, bro. You know what I mean? Unlocks the artist's potential. Josh, what's good with you, man? Dope. It definitely does. He definitely does. The engineer manages vocals. Make a beat, help you create a song. Well, Minosky, I'm gonna tell you like this. That's the most basic form of the term or of the job title. You make a beat. You know what I mean? But honestly, in the sense of being a producer, that a beat maker is a producer in certain sense, but it's the most basic form of the job. You feel what I'm saying? The most basic form is if all you're doing is making beats. If all you're doing is making beats and that's it, I personally may not even consider that a producer. I consider that a beat maker. You feel what I'm saying? I consider that a beat maker because as a producer, it's not just about creating the record. You know what I mean? It's about making waves with these records. You feel what I'm saying? It's about making waves with these records. It's about bringing the career of the artist to the full potential that it can be. You feel what I'm saying? And no, I understand the record label is responsible for most of that, but you guys are independent. You independent and you don't have a record label putting millions of dollars behind what you're doing. You don't have a record label putting a large budget behind what you're doing. So at the same time, the producer that you choose, you guys are going to be responsible for pushing the music together. You know what I mean? You got to be responsible for pushing the music together. So if you are a beat maker, if you are an engineer, if you are a what else is there? Beat maker, engineer, songwriter. You know what I mean? You want to be responsible for more than just the shallow, the surface level input. You feel what I'm saying? Make a beat, help you create a song. What people have been sending me is trash beats. Producers help. Exactly. I'm trying to understand what you guys are going through too. So tell me what your biggest issue is with a producer. You know what I mean? I want you to tell me what your biggest issue is with producers. Producer is one who provides quality work and gives some advice. That's my thing. Exactly. On biz and making money. No doubt. Somebody who has the artist's best interest and help the artist build the craft the best they can. So you guys are telling me this. Tell me if you're getting that from your current producer. You know what I mean? Because you guys are giving some good points. You're giving some good points. You know what I mean? What it sounds like, me personally, I feel like the producer should guide the process of the artist crafting their craft, their sound, and I feel like the producer is definitely responsible for where the artist goes in this industry. You feel me? Not allowing the artist to put out low quality music is definitely a responsibility of the producer. If you guys have sent me music before, then I tell you straightforward, you need to get that mix. The quality is trash. You may want to try recording that somewhere else. Don't put that out. I will tell you that personally. So I feel like from what I'm hearing from you guys, you may not be getting what you put your money into as far as the producers that you're dealing with. You feel what I'm saying? You guys may be paying producers, but when you send me your music, it doesn't sound good. You have a beat, but you have a vocal that was recorded off of a smartphone. You have a vocal that was not properly mixed and mastered. And all I can ask myself is, what producer would allow you guys to do this unless you're not building relationships with these producers to begin with? You know what I mean? So we really got to figure out what the issue is here. I feel like that's the issue. The producers that you're dealing with, everybody, all of us, this is a business. It's a business. You're meant to spend money, and I don't want you guys to feel like you're not supposed to spend money, but you need to make sure. Done. I told you that. No doubt, bro. No doubt. That's honesty. It's just me being honest as a producer, because most of you may have came in through my email, through my emails. I send you guys emails and I try to build relationships with you to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in this industry to get progress. You feel me? So I'm going to tell you if your music sounds good or not. I'm going to make sure that you're not half-stepping. You feel me? You half-step, you don't get any benefit back. I always try my best with any artist I can and it work together. No doubt. Finding fire beats is my problem. I'm picky, so I won't just take any beat I hear. Gotta feel it. Wayne, that's true. And that's another thing. Some of these guys, I'm not trying to pick, but you need to know how to choose your sound. You don't realize that when you choose a producer, you're choosing a sound that you're gonna bring into the industry. You know what I mean? a sound that you're going to bring into the industry, you need to make sure that the shoe fits right. Make sure that it fits right, that you're not sounding like everybody else out here, basically because that's all that the person can give you is whatever's hot. Whatever's hot and whatever's jumping at the moment, you sounding like whoever's hot. You sounding like what's on the radio. If you can name any popular producer in the music industry right now, they brought their own variation or they brought their own thing to the game, and they brought that with the artist that they came in with, and it changed the game, and it was unique. It was something unique. You didn't catch anybody, or you didn't catch any of these these top producers or top artists coming in the game sounding like such and such, or sounding like him and her, or sounding like whoever. They had their own sound. So I'm telling you guys that because I truly believe that you can make it in this industry. Not only that, but I'm telling you that because in order to make it, you got to change your mindset. You got to change your mindset, and you got to understand, bro, like, it's a group effort. It's a group effort. And how you do that when there's a million different producers out? I'm trying to find, I'm trying to fit now. That's why I'm quiet. Well, see, that's the process, bro. That's the process. To be honest with you, I feel the same way about artists. You know what I mean? Me personally, I'm sending out so many advertisements a day. I'm sending out so many free beats. I'm doing, you know what I mean? I'm sending this out to see who has what it takes. And you know what I mean? I'm willing to work with as many artists as possible, but a part of me had to realize that, you know, a lot of artists just ain't serious. A lot of artists ain't serious. They really don't want to invest in themselves. They don't want to buy beats. They don't want to go to the studio. They prefer recording on their phones. You know what I mean? And it dawned on me at that point. It dawned on me. I'm not trying to focus on the majority of people out here who I might have to curse, who want to bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not trying to focus on the majority of artists out here who are playing and who really aren't taking this serious. So when I do send my emails out, when I do send out powerful information, when I do these live chats, the people who show up and the people who are listening, the people who are applying what I'm teaching, then those are the artists that I'm choosing to move forward with. Those are the artists that I'm choosing to say, hey, you know what? In due time, you'll be ready and I'll be right beside you. You know what I mean? I'll be right beside you as your producer. You feel me? So as an artist yourself, you have to kind of narrow down that selection, because let's be honest, there are a lot of producers online, millions to be honest with you, maybe not millions truthfully, but you know, a few 100,000, a lot. There's a lot, you know. But what can they really offer you? And if you've already purchased beats from these producers, what have they done for you? The beats themselves, what have the producers themselves done for you to contribute to your career as well? And you know, you want to have good relationships. So if you're just buying beats from a producer and meanwhile you're not getting anything on the other end, you're not getting feedback, you know what I mean? You're not able to whatever the case, you're not able to build with them about certain things. What are you saying? That's not your producer. You know what I mean? You're a customer. And to be honest with you, in this music industry, it has to work differently. You think Gucci can't call Zaytoven up whenever? Sometimes he may be busy, you know what I mean? They may not talk all the time, but as far as getting a beat from Zaytoven, you think Gucci man just go to you think he just go to his website, start buying beats and not have a conversation? Or just, yo, you know what I mean? I guess he'll like the song. I guess he'll like the song that I dropped just now. They have to communicate, bro. They have to communicate, and before that song even gets released, I'm pretty sure Zaytoven hears it. I'm pretty sure he says, yo, let's change that part right there. Do that part differently. I'm not sure about this one, Gua. I'm not sure about it. You need that kind of relationship with a producer, bro. You just can't be out here like doing everything yourself and not even have that one-on-one relationship with your producer. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I told you guys that the topic was how to work with a producer, but it's about choosing your producer, choosing the person that's going to motivate you and the person that is going to help you get your music to the next level where it needs to be. You feel what I'm saying? You can go and continue to buy beats from wherever. You can continue to buy beats with whoever and wherever, but the question that I'm asking you is, once you buy that beat, are you receiving anything real in return? You feel what I'm saying? I know so many people, I remember the time, and it's still a relative issue, artists don't want to buy beats. You feel me? Artists don't want to buy beats, and artists don't want to spend money on beats. They want to spend money everywhere else but beats. I made a statement about that a few years ago, and I've noticed some of the artists that I'm working with in the studio, they're buying their beats now. That's dope. I applaud you for that. They're buying their beats, and now they have grounds to move that music. You feel me? But the issue that I notice now is you just going crazy buying beats, but you ain't even talked to this producer yet. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't even talked to this producer yet. He ain't even heard your song. You feel what I'm saying? So you putting all this energy into somebody, but you're not getting any of it back. And at the end of the day, so many artists have quit their music careers in the course of how long I've been doing this. So many artists have quit, and they ask the questions, but I bought the beats. What happened? I bought the beats. I did this and that, but what? I thought I was supposed to choose a producer. You chose a store. You feel me? You chose a store to purchase beats from. You didn't choose a partner in this music industry who's going to help you get your music where it needs to be at. You feel what I'm saying? If you buy a beat from a producer, you need to make damn sure well that if you send that song, that they can at least tell you, fire, bro. You know what I mean? Something, some kind of confirmation that you didn't waste your money, or some type of confirmation that you can actually do something with this record. You feel what I'm saying? Relationships is the lifeblood of this industry. Relationships is the lifeblood of this industry. You can't keep going out bad. You know what I mean? You can't keep going out bad, throwing your money at people, expecting something to happen. You got to throw it in the right places. Let me refresh. Let me pull up the comments over here so I can read the comments. You know what I mean? Y'all know I get it. And when I get into it, I go in. You know what I mean? Me, especially me personally, because, you know, I sell beats to artists every day. And while I may not be the easiest to get in contact with, when you do get in contact with me about your record or about your song, I'm going to tell you honestly, yo, you need to get that re-recorded somewhere else. You need to go and get it. You need to send it to me to get mixed and mastered, and you need to do something differently, because right now, you're not going to make it in this industry with it being where it's at. You feel me? You need that from a producer. Make sure you share this video if you ain't shared it already, man. Make sure you share it if you ain't shared it already. We really talking about something serious here. You know what I mean? It's an epidemic. You guys throwing money at people who ain't even heard your songs, who ain't even heard the songs you recorded off the music they made. You feel me? That's not the music industry. That's commerce. That's commercial. That's business. You feel me? Now, I won't even say that's business. That's business on their end. That's their music business, but what about yours? Let me see. I'll read my question above. Reginald said, yo, bro, your honest opinion. Do you think it's fair if you bought a beat exclusively and then they still want 50% of the publishing? To be honest with you, bro, that's the way that it works. But I'm going to tell you why you feel like that. Because that... I said producer like 100 times already, I know. But that's the topic of this whole discussion. That person didn't even help you push, or is not helping you push, or at least develop the song. You feel what I'm saying? Usually when you have a situation where the producer and the artist are going into a exclusive contract or exclusive deal on a record, then you're gonna both be putting in on it. Not money, maybe not monetary for both sides, but at least the producer's gonna be able to say, all right, boom, you pay me whatever amount of money for the exclusives, but at the same time, let me hear it so I can let you know if it's a decent move for you to put it out yet. You know what I mean? Let me hear it. Oh, don't put that out yet, bro. You got to get that mix and master first. Or let me mix and master it. Let me do something to it before you drop it. And now it will make more sense for you to have that producer as 50% because he put in that 50%. But to be honest with you, I would not be a fan of a producer receiving 50% of much of anything if they only sold the beat. You feel what I'm saying? It works like that sometimes, but me personally, I don't like just selling beats without being able to conversate or communicate with the artist that I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? I may not always be the one to call out like, yo, how, you know, but if you call me and you bought an exclusive beat from me, yo, what's the deal? You know what I mean? What's the deal? What we need to do? What do we need to do? If you need to get this music recorded properly to the beat that you spent your hard-earned money with me to purchase, then I'll point you in the right direction wherever you need. You know what I mean? Whatever you need to know, however you need to know how to push this, let's do it. You know what I mean? So quality of producer is a very important topic. You feel me? You got to have a quality producer. You know what I mean? If that's not the case, then you got to be careful when you do buy beats from other places. You know, you can have that one producer that you go to, but you may happen to hear another beat that you like. All right, boom. You going to get the lease for that or whatever you going to do with that and keep it moving. But you already know what home team is. You feel me? That's just how I got it. And that's a practice that everybody in the industry is doing to this day. Drake and 40. You know a 40 beat when you hear a 40 beat. But you know Drake has been known to venture out to other producers because he hears a beat that he likes. You feel what I'm saying? But he knows that his brand and his original sound lies with 40. So he's going to always go back to 40, and he's going to be more, in a sense, more loyal to 40 than he's going to be with any other producer. You feel me? But, hey man, to be honest with you, you just got to be able to tell the difference between a beat maker, an engineer, a recorder, you know what I mean, or somebody who has a studio, and a producer. You need a producer you need a producer out here. You feel me? You need a producer, and you need a producer who knows what they're doing. I'm not saying that's me, because some of you guys may not be feeling that way. You may have that person, but if you don't, if you signed up for the 2 free beats, and I'm sending you emails right now, I consider myself your producer. You know what I mean? And I would like for a lot more of you to contact me more regularly, because that's how you got to do it. You know what I mean? That's how you got to do it. You know, I contact you guys, but some of you guys don't respond. You feel me? Some of you guys are very shy. You're very camera shy. You're very shy. And, you know, you just got to build the right kind of relationship. You got to build the right kind of relationship. Let me go back and read some of these comments, man. They'll rip a beat off YouTube quick. DC, who you telling, bro? Who you telling, man? And let's be logically. Let's think logically here. Let's think logically. Those beats that you're getting off of YouTube, you see free buy them, but they're not free beats, bro. They're not free beats. If that's the case, let me ask you this. Read your contract. If they even come with a contract, those free beats that you get from YouTube. Before you start live, much love, man. Much love to my folks over here on Instagram, man. Boss Mana, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I'm always thinking about the independent artists every day, bro. So when I get on these live Sunday, I'm ready. I'm motivated. I'm empowered. You know what I mean? I'm empowered to make you guys see a difference. You feel me? That's what we really want. We want you guys to see a difference. This YouTube thing is crazy, man. Doing all kinds of stuff over here. But that's just where it's at. You know what I mean? That's just where it's at. What was I saying? I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit, to be honest with you. I kind of lost my train of thought. But it all revolves around the same thing. I was reading the comments, actually. I was reading the comments, yes. Before you can even do anything with your music, these free beats are not free. They're not free beats. If the producer even sent you a contract, what does that contract say? It tells you that you have a limited amount of uses for this beat. So it's not really free. The download is free, but the beat itself, you still got to go back and purchase that. You feel me? You still got to go back and purchase that. Why put yourself through that? From this point on, everybody in this room needs to realize, and you should know better by the next time that you decide to search on YouTube for anything, nothing is free. You know what I mean? Those free signs that you see by those beats, they're not free. They're not free. And read the contracts that come with those downloads, if they even come with one. You know what I mean? If they even come with one. Sometimes they don't even come with, most of them don't even come with contracts. So, you know, you going to put this song out and you try to do something with it, but you get hit with a copyright law or a copyright infringement case on YouTube because whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. You didn't build a relationship with the producer, so he doesn't even know that you're doing this. You feel me? Use your minds. Use your minds. With that being said, first and foremost, business is business. You know what I mean? Business is business, and what every artist needs to know is that any producer that you work with, they will probably be expecting compensation for whatever they do. You know what I mean? If they are providing you with beats, they will probably be expecting compensation for the licenses. You know what I mean? Lease, exclusive, what track outs, all of that. They probably will, which is totally fine. You have to learn that there is a way to approach this business, and if you're going to be buying your beats, which means that you want to be a successful artist and you don't want any legal issues holding you up. If you're going to be buying your beats, you want to be put in positions to make that money back. You feel what I'm saying? You want to be put in positions to make that money back. So, with that being, I can't say that every producer will know how to do that. I can't say that every producer will know how to recoup the money that you're putting in on the beat, on the advertisement, or if you're even doing that. Every producer may not know that, but give yourself the benefit of the doubt, or the best foot forward, and choose somebody that knows what they're doing. You know what I mean? Choose somebody that knows what they're doing. And I'm telling you guys that for the people who are receiving emails from me, I'm telling you that if you chose me as your producer, then we definitely gonna do whatever we can to make sure that you're seeing some money back from what you're spending. If you're buying my beats, then I appreciate you. But you're not just gonna be buying my beats and recording on smartphones and doing whatever. You're not doing that. You know what I mean? You're not doing that. Even the two that I sent out to you guys, you're not just gonna be recording. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna let you know, yo, re-record that somewhere else, bro. Like, we ain't playing that. We're not doing that. This is a music industry, a business. You feel me? And we're not trying to remain here our entire careers. We're trying to rise. We're trying to elevate, and we're trying to get further and further. You know what I mean? That should be your goal when you're choosing people to work with. You want to elevate. You don't want to keep doing the same things that are not working. The same things that have not been working for you for your entire career. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? So, just to catch everybody up, you know what I mean? Because I know there was a lot that was said. But yeah, see, Kiara, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm not going to discuss the situation, but there has to be a communication, and there has to be an understanding between the artist and the producer. You know what I mean? Everybody has to be on the same page. You feel me? Right. I need to get in contact with. I feel what you talking. I got some hot song, but at least the quality wasn't there. No doubt, Don Dada, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. You got my email, man. You know what I mean? I got to send you my text number too. You know what I mean? It's text only. I got some issues going on with my jack at the moment, so I have my Google number set up. I never get a chance to get anything done because I'm always in here. You feel me? I can't even get on the phone to get my phone situation straightened out. But I'm gonna send you my number. You can only text it at the moment, but holla at me. We'll definitely get you right as far as whatever you need for recording. I'll point you in the right direction, bro. You can find a lot of this stuff like for cheap. I'll be honest with you. If you already have a computer, you may end up spending a total of an extra $300 in order to set up a personal studio where you can record some quality music. I started out with an inbox. My inbox recordings sounded better than professional studios post on premix. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you had an inbox, you had a nice microphone, a decent microphone, and the most important part is your soundproof padding. If you had that in your area, you could record decent enough music to put it out and get massive results back. You feel me? So yeah, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. You already know how we do, man. Young Killer, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you for coming, bro. No doubt, Kiera, no doubt. Also, let me know, see, a lot of my clients are in here already, you know what I mean? Like, as a producer, I'm practicing what I preach. A lot of my clients are in here already, you know what I mean? So, Kiera, let me know as far as that cleanup session that you wanted to set up. You know what I mean? For cleaning up your tracks or whatnot. Let me know when you want to set that up, and we can set that up. Temper, holla at me, bruh. Holla at me, man. I saw your message too, bruh. Was that one of the ones that we didn't have the files for? I think that was the one we didn't have the files for, because I sent you 2 of them. Much love to you guys, man. Much love to everybody who's tuning in. All-Star, what's good with you, bro? Much love, bro. Much love, man. Temple say you black. All love, man. All love. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? That's just how it has to be. That's how it has to be, because I'm agitated at the state that the music producer is in right now. You know what I mean? I truly believe that a lot of us have begun to become money hungry, and we set up these YouTubes, we set up these websites and these beat stores, and we just have people coming in and out. That's the difference. You know what I mean? The difference is, at a restaurant, you could, like, say hibachi, for instance. You could have people coming in and out, just spending all kinds of money with you. You could have people going in and out, buying whatever they want, or, you know what I mean? Because it's food. They're satisfied off the gate. They're satisfied as soon as they get their product. But as far as having a beat store with your artists, with artists that you're working with as producers, you really can't. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time before these artists start getting very disappointed, because at the same time, yes, they got what they paid for, but now when it comes to dropping their project, when it comes to dropping the video, they can't even get you to like the damn thing. They can't even get you to comment under the video like, yo, I see you, bro. You know what I mean? My beat, something. They can't even get the producer to do anything. So that's why I say it's a money hungry situation, because if you're accepting money from anybody, even a restaurant, you're supposed to show customer appreciation, and you're supposed to make sure that your clients are well off. You feel what I'm saying? It's like getting legal advice from a lawyer who's telling you the opposite of everything, and you're just putting yourself deeper in the hole every time you go to them. Where are we doing this at? I think it's a 350 perception, something like that. I don't know, 350 perception. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. I know it just has the EQ knobs on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it works. It's called a perception for sure, though. I know that for a fact. I need to get a team right as far as studio. I got a mic with the sound pad. I got an inbox. Then it came to the mix and master. See, with that being said, Don, like that's what, like, if you already have all of that stuff, just make sure you got that sound pad foam. If you don't have that, it doesn't matter what kind of. You can have $1 million equipment, but it doesn't. It won't translate properly because it's bouncing off the walls and the sound is not being treated. You feel what I'm saying? So with that, once you get it recorded properly, bro, you can send it to me and we can get it mixed and mastered. That's the mixing and mastering. That's not the important part. Just making sure that you can record your music in a clean quality setting. That's the most important part. You can always send it off to me to get mixed and mastered, bro. You know what I mean? I'm trying to work my way up to that too. I'm gonna be honest with you too, bro. You know, let me do my research on that right now. Independent research is the best form of research. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at it. Let me look at it and see what you're talking about. That microphone costs $1,000. Once you get past like the 200, 300 mark, bro, they may make a difference, but you know, I recommend your audio interface more importantly than anything. Make sure that you have a quality audio interface, because your converter is called a converter. Your audio interface is called your converter. It's going to convert the sound of that $1,000 microphone based off of the price point. You know what I mean? So if you have a $50 audio interface with a $1,000 microphone, the conversion is going to be trash. You feel what I'm saying? All of that quality is going to be converted into garbage. But if you have a $200 microphone and you have a $1,000 audio interface, I have a Focusrite Claret at the moment. You know what I mean? I have a Claret. It was the one that I was told about at the moment, and it's USB. I don't have a Mac. I have a Windows. You know, people can vouch for the sound that comes out of this stuff, though. You feel me? I have a Claret, which is about $800 to $1,000, I believe, and not only that, it was $1,000 when I bought it, but not only that, not $1,000, maybe like 800. Not only that, I have a $200 microphone. So the conversion that goes into that Claret and into the Pro Tools system, you know what I mean? You can't beat it. You can't beat it. It's quality sound that's being converted. You know what I mean? Your conversion is the most important part of anything that you do with your recording. You got to make sure that it's being converted properly. With a team. Yeah, but you know, and Don Dada, like, to be honest with you, bro, when you starting out, you're going to be your only team. You know what I mean? You're going to be your only team as far as you recording yourself, as far as you doing a lot of things, you're going to be your only team. But honestly, not so if you have the right producer. You see where I'm going at with this kind of stuff? You know what I mean? You see where I'm going at with this kind of stuff? There's no producer that's going to there's no professional producer that's going to let you sit out here and starve and sit out here and not push your music properly. You feel me? Bro, what's good with you, man? Tony, what's good with you? Love you, man. Love you. Much love. But yeah, that's just how it has to go. That's how it has to go, man. Like, okay, Temple says, yeah, resend that to me tonight, bro. Make sure all the files are in there, though. You know what I mean? That's why I couldn't mix it the last time. I believe some of the files were missing or something like that. I'm gonna go back and read some of these comments, man. Loyalty is everything. In a sense, loyalty is definitely an important part, but it's all about where you're being loyal to. You know what I mean? It's so important. A lot of folks believe that loyalty is the key, but you know where your loyalty lies. You don't want your loyalty to lie with the producer's beat store, where you're going to spending like 20, 40 bucks every time you buy a beat, and you may not even realize that you may have spent so much money with a producer to not even have a direct contact link. You know what I mean? I put it like this. With my clients, once you spend over a certain amount with me, you know what I mean? Because you can't do it for everybody because it may get weird. You feel me? But once you spend a certain amount with me, I am obligated. You feel what I'm saying? Because that shows me that you're serious. There's a point where I'm not sure if you're serious or not yet. I'm not sure whether you're spending this money with me because you got it in your pocket or you really believe in what you're doing. So once you get to a certain point of profit of spending with me, I'm obligated to help you. I'm obligated to make sure that I can pick up that phone, or I'm obligated to make sure that we can point you in the right direction because, you know, you really believe in this. You really believe in this. That's just how it has to be. That's how it has to be, man. You got to make sure you choose producers that have your best interests at heart. That is the name of the game. That's the most important thing that I want you guys to realize today. Make sure make sure your producer has your best interests at heart. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure your producer has your best interests at heart. You can't be out here investing in somebody and not being invested in back. You know what I mean? What if you're serious but you just don't have it like that? A lot of people in the industry say, if you don't have it, you won't make it. Well, see, Kiara, that's a very prominent question. I'm gonna let you know why. You know what I mean? Very important. We've all seen people with all kinds of money. You feel me? Excuse me. We've seen people with all kinds of money who may have started or who may have kind of got somewhere, but ultimately it may not be the money that is the most important thing. You feel what I'm saying? Am I saying that you absolutely cannot have any kind of money or any kind of income to support your music? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that your money situation may be decent enough for you to promote your music properly, especially if you learn to do it yourself. You feel me? 9 times out of 10, what a lot of people will tell you is, oh, you got to go to this company, you got to go to this station and pay this much, you got to go to this radio station and pay them this much so they can play your song, you got to pay this DJ. You know what I mean? When to be honest with you, all of that money that you would put into those channels, you could put that into promotion. You could put that into promotion for your own channels, and you could see a larger return on that than you ever would putting money in anybody else's hand. You feel me? So, you can put all kinds of large amounts of money into these flyers, into this, you know what I mean, into your attire, into performing here and performing there and the videos. You can do that, but to be honest with you, I've seen that done so many times. I still see artists putting all kinds of money up and doing what they feel like is going to get them successful. But what we have to realize is not the money that makes successful artists, it's the business. You know what I mean? The money doesn't make successful artists, the business does. Doing the business part right is what makes you successful. You feel what I'm saying? I won't say you cannot have anything, nothing. You got to bring something, but the money ultimately ends up getting put into a whole bunch of, it's the same thing as a producer. It's the same thing as a producer. You don't want to put your money into the wrong person hand who's promoting you, or the wrong person who tells you, I can get you this and that, and they not have your best interest at heart. Because guess what? You just wasted all your money. You know what I mean? You just wasted all your money, and now you can't put the money into promotion or anything. So it's all about how it is used. You know what I mean? How the money, the little money that one may have is used. If you use it properly, you can build a fan base of 50. You can build a fan base of 50 people. Let's even go lower than that. You can build a fan base of 10 to 15 people. And once you have that solid fan base, once you have that, guess what? You can sell merchandise. You know what I mean? You can sell merchandise. I'm no math whiz. Don't fault me. But if you sell merchandise, t-shirts for 20 bucks to 15 people, that's 300 bucks that you now have to put back into your music. You feel what I'm saying? This is power. This is power. The power to make you understand that the power, that it never lied with the radio stations. It never lied with the record labels. It never lied with the promotion companies. It always lied with us. It lied with you. You feel me? The fans don't care about Universal. The fans don't care about Atlantic Records. They don't care about Jive. They don't care about Cash Money. It was always the artist. You feel me? It was always the artist. But one thing the artists always lacked was the ability to take their business elsewhere and take it with them when they left. You feel me? That was what the artists always lacked. When the artist got dropped from a label, they didn't make their own YouTube. They didn't make their own channel so people can continue to follow their music. They didn't do that. They stopped because they were ashamed and they believed that the record label retained their brand. You always have your brand. You feel what I'm saying? You always have your brand. So with the little money that one, like I'll say it again, with the little money that one does have, it is easy for you to accumulate a fan base of 15 people. 15 super fans, if you will. You know what I mean? 15 super fans, and sell merchandise and allow their music to be streamed by these people. You feel what I'm saying? You can do that. If you sell merchandise, if you sell t-shirts with whatever on them, you know what I mean? If you sell your brand for 20 bucks, that's 300 bucks in your pocket from your fan base. And if you keep applying whatever got you those 15, you can have 30 the next month. You can have 60 the next month, 120 the next month, 240 the next month. But you got to believe in it. You got to realize that the power lies with you guys. It lies with you. It was never with the radio stations. It was never about putting large amounts of money in somebody's hand to do something that you can do for yourself. If these ain't keys, then what is? If these ain't keys, then what is? You feel what I'm saying? If these ain't keys, then what is? Merch can build relationship, especially if the merch carries a message. Exactly. You know what I mean? You really got to start. You got to think about all of the different factors that have always been working for you as an artist. You know what I mean? These factors have always been working for you. You feel me? They're not getting the CEO of these record labels to sponsor their products. Some that in here. They're not getting the CEO of these record labels to sponsor the products. They're not getting the owner of the radio station to get on television and do a McDonald's commercial. They're using the artist. Pay attention to that. They're using the artist because they know that the power lies with the artist. You feel me? If the artist was to get on social media with a large enough following and tell everybody, yo, I found a fly in my chicken nugget, cooked into my chicken nugget from McDonald's, what do you think that artist following is going to do? It'll destroy McDonald's. You know what I mean? That's why they cater to the artist without letting you know that you mean so much. They cater to you without letting you know that you mean so much. They'll give you just enough to stunt on your fellow artists without you realizing that you can take this thing on by your damn self and do it better than they can. If these ain't keys, then what is? If these aren't keys, then what is? He said, let them live. I can't let them live, bro. I can't let them live. We have to learn our value. We have to learn our value. We have to learn our value. And the only way to do that, is for me to keep it all the way honest with you guys. You know what I mean? As I said before, I'm gonna keep on repeating this. Those of you who came in here through my emails, I consider myself your producer. The only way that I can make sure that you stand a chance in this industry, the only way that I can make sure that you have a fighting chance is for me to tell you, yo, that track doesn't sound good. Yo, you need to get that remix. You need to get that master. You need to go to an entirely different studio. You need to stop recording on your smartphone. You need to stop pulling beats from YouTube. You need to buy beats. You need to invest in yourself. If so be it, you need to go get a job so you can have money coming in so you can put it into your music. You got to do these things. As a producer, I take this serious. And this is just what we got to do. It's what we have to do. Let me ask you a question. If I'm not doing this, or if you're not going to listen to me, then has your method been working thus far for you? Has your method been working thus far for you? Feel what I'm saying? How do you know your own value? That's a question I wasn't prepared for. Coolio Harris, what do you believe you're worth? What do you truly believe that you're worth? I won't even say, not even monetarily. What do you believe that you're worth? What do you believe that you can contribute to mankind? What do you believe that, what is the message that you're trying to get to mankind in order to make the world better, make mankind better? You feel me? Because if you want to talk about worth, I believe it's beyond money. You feel me? You can, of course, use your money that you accumulate to do better by people. But before you even do that, you have to have a vision for what it is that you're trying to contribute. You feel me? Whether we realize it or not, the purpose of mankind is to move forward. That's why we fall in love. That's why we reproduce. That's why we have children, so they can live on through us. You feel what I'm saying? So when you think about it like that, the purpose of mankind is to move forward. Your worth is whatever will allow that mission to carry out and allow it to get better for us. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever your mission is and whatever will allow mankind to carry itself on through and get better. You feel me? There was a time where more people were against each other and more people were divided. You know what I mean? I can honestly say that it may not be large or it may not have changed a lot, but now is an opportunity for mankind to be more united than they ever have been. Starting out, I'll tell you what my worth is. My worth and what I feel like I'm here doing. You feel what I'm saying? I may never know where my God-given purpose may be. Never may know. But to be honest with you, doing this for my fellow musicians or anybody who has a dream or idea, something that they want to set out to do and they strongly believe in it, but may not have had the support, may not have had the person to say, you can do it, I believe in you, or may not have had the person to listen to a message or read a message and respond and tell them exactly how they feel and tell them the honest truth. They may not have had that. or they may have wanted to do something in this industry but never knew how. You know what I mean? Or struggle with doing so. My worth is being able to educate the masses of musicians, entrepreneurs, and people, even on just personal life. Educate people that you can. You know what I mean? You can. You can do this. You can do it. All you need is the knowledge. If you're willing to listen, I'm willing to teach. You feel me? My worth is the struggles and the hardships that I went through as an independent producer earlier on in my career. All of the things that I've dealt with, all of the BS, all of the whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever you could think about, I may have been through it. All of that has amounted to who I am today, being able to sit here and tell you, the artist and the producer, whoever you are watching this, how to avoid those and how to get to your destination quicker. That's my worth, and that's what I choose to provide back to mankind. You feel me? Not even just about the music. If there's a person who's been through a situation that I've seen or a situation that I've been through personally, if I can help you, if I can help that person get through their situation, that's my worth. You feel me? So you think about what your worth is, and then you realize I may need to put a price on this because I will have to sustain. I have to make sure that I'm a sound body and mind. I have to make sure I have heat, air, or whatever I need to commute so I can speak, so I can do what I need to do in order to continue being able to do this. Then you put a price on it based off of what you feel that person or those people can pay, will pay, and what you would like to receive. You feel me? That's worth. That's what worth is. Worth transcends just talking about money, period. What you feel somebody should pay because you paint walls. What you feel like somebody should pay because you make beats. Worth is deeper than that. You know what I mean? Worth is about your contribution. I love to get positive value. I'm on this road as a producer. I just feel unnoticed when I do give out my messages. Keep it consistent, bro. Khalil, keep it consistent. You know what I mean? You got to keep it consistent. It's not about putting out your message one time or once every week, or once every week might actually do it, to be honest with you. It's not about putting out your message once every month or putting out your message one time and then putting out a different message or not putting it back out. You got to put it out every week, every day if you have to. You know what I mean? Go down my timeline. All I put out is the same message over and over again. I'm a producer. I make music. We can do better as a people. We can do better as musicians. You know what I mean? That's the message that I always put out. So it is evident and people see that. And now when people approach me, it's not on anything else other than music. Feel what I'm saying? When people approach me, it's never on anything else other than music or business. Or if they would like to consult about something personal. Because now I put out my message enough times to where people know that to be my brand. You feel me? So you got to think about it like that, Khalil. It's not about putting out your message and saying people are not listening. You just got to keep on putting it out because it's consistent and it's what you want to do. YouTube, how do you know your beat is good? How do you know your beat is good enough to buy? Because some beats I produce are decent to me, but it's not good enough to buy. Well, that's not for you to determine, JT Johnson. That's not for you to determine, bro. Shout out to everybody on YouTube tuning in, you know what I mean? Weatherman, what's good with you? You just gotta put it out, bro. I can't tell you if the beat is good enough to buy or not, but if it's in your targeted audience, if you're targeting a specific type of person, then you know they may buy it because that's what they're looking for. But if you feel like your mix is not up to par, or if you feel like something on your end sonically or musically is not up to par, you just got to go back in that beat and you got to do something differently about it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I can't tell you if it's good enough to buy or not because an artist is going to buy a beat based off of how they feel. All you can do is make sure that you mixed it to the point where you know there's going to be no question about the mix, that you know that it's going to be something that people want to hear. So if you like it, then I'm pretty sure that you can find somebody who will want to invest in it. You feel me? But also take heed of what I'm saying about being a producer that is interested in building relationships with the artists. You know what I mean? We don't need another person out here who's just selling beats and not building relationships with these artists. You feel me? I want the entire music industry, the independent music industry in anyway, you know what I mean? Because that's where the biggest issue is. I want the entire independent music industry to start appreciating each other a little more. You feel me? So like I said, if it's not me, if I'm not the producer that you want to work with and say, yo, you got the beats I like and I need, and you have the information, it may not be me. But if it's not, just make sure that you go to somebody who can definitely provide you not only a beat, you feel what I'm saying? Not only a beat, if they could provide you support. You feel me? You want your producer to provide you with support. You want your producer to at least be able to say, yo, you know what I mean? I don't think I like this song, bro. You know what I mean? Even that speaks volumes. That'll let you know that somebody's being honest with you and that they really want you to put out good music. You feel me? They really want you to put out good music. So you just got to find people you got to align yourself with people who are going to be honest with you, and the people who believe in quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, all the people who are receiving my emails, I'm not even worried about the people who don't respond. I'm worried about the few who do, and the few who really want to make difference in their career. You guys are the people that I'm focused on. You guys are the people that I'm focused on. The people who come to this studio and try to do things the right way, you guys are the people that I'm focused on. You know what I mean? Everybody else can do what they like. They can do what they like. In a few years, when they quit and they didn't learn anything, or they just stopped, you know what I mean? They didn't want to listen. That's them. That's them. You can't save a nation first. You know what I mean? You can't save a nation first. You got to start with those who are willing to believe. Different ways of getting out of beat block, because that's where I'm at right now. You got to live life, bro. You gotta live life. You gotta live life. You know what I mean? Go and experience something new. If you never driven to a certain part of your city, or if you never tried a restaurant, you know what I mean? Just go and live life. Go and live life and experience life a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not beat block. You're just severely limited to your imagination. You feel me? And your imagination may require a different type of scenery. You may require something different. That's the way writer's block as well. Writer's block, you may require a different scenery. Instagram is about to close out. You guys know how Instagram does, man. It always closes us out after an hour, I believe. Instagram always closes us out. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Holler at me next Sunday at 6 p.m. Yeah, man. Yeah. But beat block, writer's block, it may just be that you need to experience a different scenery. You need to be inspired a different kind of way. You know what I mean? Mito Steppin', what's good with you, bro? Anthony Hutchinson, what's good with you? You definitely minds. You always let me know what it is. You already know, bro. You already know. Got to, man. You got to. What sense would that make? Me allowing artists to get on my beats, or artists to record in my studio, and when the product comes out, it doesn't sound good. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound good. What sense does that make? For me, knowing that not only reflects my business, their business, but mine as well. You feel me? Nothing much, man. Nothing much. We just going in, bro. I would strongly recommend, watching the recording on this too. You know what I mean? Like everybody in here, everybody watching the recording right now, after it's over with, I would strongly recommend that you guys rewatch this as many times as possible. And now we're gonna have them on YouTube too. You know what I mean? Like that was just something that dawned on me earlier this week. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start doing the live chats on YouTube, no longer 2 Facebooks, because we could be building an archive on YouTube as well. And we just gonna have them public. And that may be the most that you catch from my YouTube at the moment. I may not be uploading a whole lot of beats right now, to be honest with you, because I don't want to put myself into that situation where it's all about, subscribe. Like, no, I really want to work with artists. I want artists to really get somewhere, because if you notice, think about it like this. Timbaland and Missy Elliott have probably secured, have definitely secured more money than the entire YouTube producer and artist coalition or whatever you want to call it, they probably have secured more money than that entire coalition single-handedly with 2 people. You feel what I'm saying? So when you have a whole bunch of YouTube producers on YouTube and a whole bunch of artists buying these beats, how much money do you think those artists and producers have made together as a collective? You feel what I'm saying? So quality over quantity. I'm focused on the very few who are willing to apply the practices that I'm teaching. So one day, that hit single that you have on my beat, it blows up, or that hit record that you have on my beat, and I also mixed and mastered it, it blows up, and now you can get to see some real money. You feel what I'm saying? You can get to see some real money. So think about it like that, man. That's just where I'm at with my YouTube. If you follow me on YouTube, you may have noticed that I haven't posted any beats on my YouTube. I've been doing them straight to my website, and I've only been showing them to the people who I'm dealing with, as far as the people who are receiving my emails and the people who are, you know what I mean? So I'm not really concerned about making a whole lot of money from artists on YouTube, because it just, you know what I mean? It doesn't have, I won't say a good ending, but a lot of those artists are just going to starve, because, you know, those producers, they're not helping you guys out. They're not helping you guys out. I'm just talking for what I see personally. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking this. I asked these artists, I asked you guys, where did you record? Where did you get the beat? Did you buy it? What did the producers say about it? Oh, I didn't talk to him yet. You know what I mean? I can't get him on the line. I can't. What are you saying? You feel what I'm saying? How many beats have you bought from this person? I buy a beat from him every week. Come on, bro. We're trying to build relationships. You need a producer, not just a beat maker. You feel me? So, like I said, with that being said, I'm gonna run that by you guys one more time, just in case it passed too quickly. I'm pretty sure that Timbaland and Missy Elliott, Future and Metro Boomin, YG and Mustard, I'm pretty sure that each of these duos, 2 people, have secured more money than the entire YouTube music scene, period. Than any money that any 2 producers, any artist and producer on YouTube have made together. I'm pretty sure that any of those duos have secured more money by making sure that they chose quality over quantity. What if Timbaland was just out here trying to work with everybody? You feel me? What if Metro was just out here trying to work with everybody just because I want somebody to buy my beats? It ain't about buying beats, bro. It ain't about buying beats. It's about quality music. You feel me? It's about quality music. Austin Green, what's good with you, man? Devon Dyer, what's good with you? Anthony said, church dropping gems. Yeah, but that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do, man. That's what we got to do. We actually over an hour. I didn't even notice that, but we actually over an hour. And with that being said, you know what I mean? Also, I'm not sure if you guys have already, you know what I mean? But if you haven't, you know what I mean? I want to give you guys an opportunity, because, you know, you may not have seen this if you haven't seen my advertising. You know what I mean? You may not have seen this, so you may not have had an opportunity to become a part of what I'm talking about when I tell you these guys see my emails and these guys know every beat, every move that I make as far as my beats and all of that. You may not have had a chance to see that. So with that being said, if you like to be a part of that situation, I believe this is it. I don't want to give you guys the wrong link. I don't want to give you the wrong link. I might have given you the wrong link. No, that's it. You know what I mean? Go to that page. Make sure that you put your email in or whatnot. I'll give you 2 free beats. You know what I mean? It'll have to be after this live chat. It'll have to be after this live chat, of course. But, you know, make sure you go and do that. And let's build. You feel me? Let's build, man. But with that being said, do any of you guys have any questions before we scoot on up out of here? Excuse me. Yeah. Make sure you guys go and do that, man. You know what I mean? That's very important, because not only that way, you can also be updated on. Not only can you be updated on my beats, you can be updated if I have a different method for you to try something, or I just try to keep it. You know what I mean? It's building relationships, so that's what you got to do. That's my form of building a relationship with you guys through email. Then you get on here. You know what I mean? We do live chat. You ask your questions. And if you have any personal questions as far as outside of live chat, I won't lie to you, my inbox is crazy based off of my advertisements and the artists that I'm already working with. So it'll take me a while to get to you, but you know, we'll make that work. So basically, it will be best for you to ask all of your questions now while we're doing during the live chat, because this is a community. Whether you guys know it or not, every one of you guys in here and every one of you guys who watching the recording or whatever, who's been here, you're a part of a community. You know what I mean? Everybody may not make it, because let's be honest, everybody's not willing to put in what it's going to take in order to get there. But there'll be a few of you guys who are going to rise. You know what I mean? Hopefully all of you do. I really hope all of you do listen and apply what we're talking about. But just look at the bigger picture. You guys are going to rise and you're going to start making noise in the industry, and you will remember each other. Yo, you was in a lot. That's just how it works. This is a community. You feel me? Let's see. Kevin said, I wish it was CDs out to some friends. What? I wish it was CDs out to some of my friends, and now I've been getting a lot of good feedback from them. I really, oh, okay, you said, I'm sorry, I was trying to say, I put a lot of CDs out to my friends, and I'll be getting a lot of feedback. Word. Have you been getting any revenue off of those, though? Because to be honest with you, I'm not against CDs. I'm not against CDs, being that you're only getting paid half pennies for any streaming service. So with that being said, you got to leverage those CDs to where you can get that money back. You feel me? You got to leverage those CDs. It's a whole bunch of methods. I'm not going to go into all of them because that's not the topic of the day. You know what I mean? So I've worked it out. I worked it out in my mind. How can we get more out of Apple Music than they're actually trying to give us? How can we get more out of this industry than they're actually trying to give us? You guys stick around for these live chats, man, because we got so much to talk about. We sticking it to the man. Can you believe that? Can you believe what we're trying to do here? It should make you afraid. It should make you upset, because this is real stuff here. You know what I mean? Any idea or any approach that doesn't make you afraid at first, or doesn't make you feel like, oh, can I really do this? It's not worth it. This is that approach. We doing this. You know what I mean? If you stay tuned, if you guys, we do this every Sunday at 6 p.m. As a matter of fact, you know what I mean? Speaking of doing this, we do these live chats every Sunday at 6 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you guys tune in as much as you can. If you get those 2 free beats and you put your email in, I'll be contacting you every time I go live. You know what I mean? We will be in touch. We will be in touch. Website for it. For what? Website for distribution, website for streaming and stuff. BMI, ASCAP. It all depends, bruh. ASCAP, I'm with ASCAP. You pay for ASCAP up front. And BMI, I'm not sure how BMI does it. I'm not with BMI. You know what I mean? Diamond Post, appreciate it. Much love, man, much love. Does it cost? I think he was talking about the other question. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta leverage everything. You gotta have multiple income sources with this music. Your CDs could be one, your streaming is another, your merch is another. You got so many different things, you know what I mean? And as your brand builds, more opportunities open up for you. You feel what I'm saying? So brand building should be everybody's main objective. You feel me? And in order to do that, you got to make sure that you have quality music. In order to do that, you got to make sure that you have a decent, adult, not even decent. You got to make sure you have a fire producer. And to have a fire producer, you have to build a relationship with one. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make something out of nothing. The beats you just posted free. I got the song. No doubt. Let me hear it when it's done, bruh. And I don't want to hear a smartphone recording. I don't want to hear it unless it's mix and master, bruh. So do your best before you send it my way. Do your best to make sure that it competes with whatever's on the radio. Make sure, you know what I mean? I gotta see where you at. Don't just throw something together. Don't throw something together and send it to me. I want to see where you're trying to go with this thing. So you gotta put some time into it. You feel me? Gotta put some time into it, man. No, man, but with that being said, you know what I mean? We already an hour in on this thing. We about to close it up, you know what I mean? So let me begin with my outro speech. You guys know how this thing go. You know we don't just stop. we don't just stop the live chat. We can't do that. I gotta make sure you guys feel this. You gotta feel this, man. So with that being said, once again, I truly appreciate you guys. From I'm trying to find some music to close this thing out to be honest with you. I'm not really trying to talk right now. Nah, whatever it is, man. Whatever it is. With that being said, man, we owe it to ourselves as musicians. We owe it to ourselves to put our best foot forward. You know what I mean? And I owe it to you guys because I've been through a lot of this stuff and I've seen it. I've seen the rise of nations and I've seen the fall of situations and empires. I've seen it. I've been there. And I want to give the best input and the best services that I am capably possible of giving to make sure that you guys do something with this music. So with that being said, appreciate you guys for coming to this live chat, man. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, we do this every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll contact you the next time we do this. Follow my page and set it to see first. Make sure you set it to see first so you can be caught up with future live chat events, all of the positive information and the positive content that I put on my page that is geared towards getting you to the next level, no matter what that level may be. You know what I mean? But with that being said, if I'm your producer, then you can't go wrong because I got your best interest at heart. We just gonna keep on doing it how we doing it, man. You know what I mean? So if you guys going anywhere tonight, be safe. It's a little bit of bad weather outside here. It's raining, cats and dogs, and all of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you aren't going anywhere, be safe. Be safe in your homes and enjoy your families. You know what I mean? Enjoy the night. A lot of you got to punch in the clock tomorrow. That's cool. That's cool. Stack up, run the bag up, and put it into your music and listen to these live chats and watch what happens. Just watch what happens. You know what I mean? Watch what happens. I know we can't guarantee anything in life, but I can guarantee you some type of progress with your music career as long as you're willing to listen. It's all about listening. You know what I mean? Everybody want to talk, but can you listen? You feel me? With that being said, man, I'm going to get on up out of here, you guys, man. Appreciate everybody from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook for coming through. We just going to close this thing out, man. See you guys next Sunday.